tab in our model is labeled Fixed Assets. This one is a little bit trickier and more or less requires an elementary understanding of accounting to understand kind of what the breakout is here. Typically, there are three large buckets of costs that are recognized. We have overhead costs, such as people costs and other costs. We have cost of sales, which is actually what it costs to make the product that you're selling. And we also have fixed assets, which are largely defined as assets or items that you buy that have a lifespan of longer than 1 year. So an example of this is computer equipment, furniture and fixtures, buildings, real estate, etc. So in order to quickly go through this, we've arranged for some boxes where you can input assumptions. This one indicates how much you plan on spending on computer equipment per month. So this would, per quarter. So this would signify that you plan on spending $500 a quarter. If I change this to 1,000, you can see this change throughout your forecast period and also reflecting your annual totals. If something has life in months above it, this signifies how long you expect the asset to last you. So this will be different depending on what you're calculating. For computer equipment, this typically lasts a lot shorter than a piece of real estate. Calculating depreciation will come in handy a little bit later in this model. Another area that is largely considered an asset that you develop over time are capitalized software costs or software development costs. This is also a chance for you to input these here. Moving forward, different companies will have different policies around capitalized software. Below here, you can see depreciation and amortization tables. The idea of depreciation is around the idea of revenue recognition. So the main tenet in revenue recognition is that you want to realize your costs in the same period as your revenues. So in order to do that, if we have computer equipment that's going to allow us to generate revenues over a few years, we want the cost of that to be spread evenly over that time period. The same goes with other intangible things. And you can see calculations around prepaids and other things below. It gets a little bit thorny down here, I have to admit, so it is best to avoid this if possible. Avoid making alterations.